So since the announcement of the Nintendo Switch 2, it's been fun to talk about different Pokemon games that we might see on this console, and I've made a few videos about this by now, talking about different new Legends games that we might see, as well as some other mainline games that we might see. And I want to talk about a few more possibilities that we might see in this video, except I won't be talking about any Legends games in this video, just mainline series games. Also, before the video starts, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, so if you guys don't mind subscribing, I would extremely appreciate you. But anyways, so the first games I definitely think we're going to see on this console is Pokemon Gen 10. I feel like we could see Gen 10 as early as next year, so 2026, because we know there's a couple new generations of Pokemon on each new console, so Gen 10 is a guarantee. Now, secondly, I think we're definitely going to see Black and White 3. I think a Black and White 3 game would be insane. Continue the story off where Black and White 2 left off. Maybe we can play as a different character, or maybe even one of the same characters. I would be cool with either one. And I feel like there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered in Black and White. I think Unova has the best story out of any Pokemon game. Let me know if you guys agree, but I definitely think so. And I'd love to go back to Unova with the Switch graphics. I think that'd be super cool. Maybe they could do something where they could do like a 2D/3D remake. That would be really cool in my opinion, but I think that's very possible. And then another one I think we could definitely see is a Let's Go Johto. A lot of people want to go back to Johto right now, and I think what better opportunity than to do it on this console, because we know that Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee were the first Pokemon games on the Switch. So if we got a Let's Go Johto on the Switch 2, I think that would make a lot of sense. You know, it's Gen 2, and I feel like this game could be pretty cool as long as they get rid of the gimmicky stuff with the Pokeball Plus. I think this could be a really good game. Then next, I feel like Generation 11 is probably going to come out on this console as well. We got 2 generations each on the last few consoles, so I think Gen 10 and Gen 11 are a guarantee for the Switch 2. So those are 2 very safe assumptions in my opinion. And then these next 2 are pretty speculative, but I still think that there's a good chance that we could see one of these next 2 games. So the first game I think we could maybe see is a Delta Emerald. Delta Emerald would just be a super cool game. I would imagine it would be kind of similar to like the Delta episode storyline, but obviously we'd get way more details and we'd find out more about all the different characters. And I think just everything that we did in the Delta episode, it would be kind of similar to that, just way more in depth. And you know, obviously the normal playthrough would just be beating all the gyms, things like that. You know, just the classic Pokemon game playthrough I think we definitely see in this game, but you know, with a different story than like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, for example. And then the final game that we might see on this console would be a Pokemon Stars game. Now, Pokemon Stars was a game that was originally planned, which I'm pretty sure got changed into Ultra Sun and Moon. I would still like to see a Pokemon Stars game. I don't even know what they would do for this game, honestly, but I've seen a lot of different like concepts about it, and I think it could work out pretty well. There's a lot more they could do with Alola. Maybe they could just give us normal gym leader battles in Alola versus the island trial things. I don't think people were too crazy about that. So if they did something like that, that would be really cool as well. This will probably be my last video talking about, you know, speculative games for the Switch 2. I may do one more just talking about spin-offs. So if you guys would want to see that, make sure you let me know down below. If you watch the end of the video, thank you guys. It really helps me out. But yeah, guys, anyways, I'll see you in the next one.